Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one of the best passing offenses in the NFL. The Bengals are #1 in total pass yards, going up against the Bills, who will have to be at their best to slow them down. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this one.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. This is the rookie from Oklahoma, Samaje Perine, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd down following the run. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The numbers for Eifert in that game last week: 6 catches, 119 yards.
And that touchdown was his first of the year, and you know he's eager to get more of those.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point: get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Buying, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Alex Okafor. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack. I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Now here's Mahomes. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Cincinnati first down. Mahomes going to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That was very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. A swing pass caught, and they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Now Mahomes. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Michael Brockers in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Will Fuller, his first touchdown. this offense gets set to take over. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The Bengals getting set to go.
Let's go.
On first down, Mahomes. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up second down. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then, boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call into question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Now it's Mahomes again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Alex Okafor in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. First throw for the backup Cook. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Will Fuller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals able to get this back. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
To throw is Cook. To throw on second down. Going deep here for Bryant. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And the Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Delayed game, offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still 3rd down.
And the Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Looking to throw. Cook. And he's got his man on the out route. A big play there on the catch and run. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in essence.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Alex Okafor in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. Aaron Rodgers leading the charge offensively.
Game, offense.
So that one will be accepted.
Still 2nd down.
Now Cook, a final shot before break. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Cook throwing again. Bryant with a catch right side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Caught on the right side by Jones. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Gotta love a guy who'll stand in there and deliver. No matter what the pressure, waits for the route to come open, hangs in there, and completes the pass.
Throwing, Cook. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Nick Fairley in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Cook. From the gun, he'll throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Cook now, operating from the gun. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. Marvin Lewis tries for it, but comes up. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. To throw is Cook. Throwing to start the drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that play was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Alex Okafor in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Back to throw. Cook. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Now the Bengals on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Cook. From the gun, he'll throw. The left side completion to Jones. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Cook off the play fake. This is Cook, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Leopard, now let's go.
Here's Cook, looking to throw on second down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Julio Jones with touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Cook now on first down. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Here we go.
To throw is Cook. Throwing on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Cook going deep here for Bryant. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to throw. Cook steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape.
And this is intercepted. And that, oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. And out now, here come the Bengals. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him. And he can't get away from the pressure. Cook goes down. Nick Fairley in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Looking to throw. Cook. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Cook On 1st and 10, complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Seven yards to go on 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Cook operating from the gun. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Martavis Bryant is
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
Green 39.
Here's Cook on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Wake in there to sack him for a loss of 6. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there was a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jones. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation...
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Cook now, throwing on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. To throw is Cook. From the gun, he'll throw. Got his man, it's Eifert. And down inside the 15 he goes. Red zone opportunity. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Second down now after the incompletion. Throwing again. Cook. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his second touchdown on the season. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. Now Cook on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Bryant. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Here we go now.
Now Cook. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Cook back to the air on second down. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Back to throw. Cook dumps it off to Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Here's Cook. Going to throw again. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Akeem Ayers coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. now, operating from the gun. And he's got it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. To throw is Cook on 3rd down. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now Cook from the gun, he'll throw. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Julio Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. So we are in the 2nd quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Cook throwing to start the drive. And they're hoping Cook stripped. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
When I see a play like that,
with a little over 2 minutes to play in the 2nd quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. The Bengals getting set to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back to Heinz Field after this. In just 2 minutes' time, don't forget, we'll get you to Orlando for our halftime report. To bring it to you, who else but Larry Ridley?
Now that man knows his play.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Wake coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big. But sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Dancing to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician, Marvin, was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
Looking to throw. Cook being chased out left. Out left side here to Bryant. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, and now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision, because they do have the final call now.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And now let's discuss Julio Jones. Here's Cook on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Cook now, throwing again on 2nd and 10. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. To throw is Cook. Off the bootleg. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Calais Campbell in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Cook to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Cook throwing on first down. Escaping the Cook strip. The ball's out. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. A defensive-minded coach. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. Turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up that.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. There he goes right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Back to throw. Cook flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go. He's got him in. Complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed. Looks like they wanted to stay in attack mode after breaking off that nice chunk on their first play. They decided to heave it downfield on this one.
Yeah, that first play, though, successful. Try number 2, unsuccessful. Here's Cook to throw again. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered cover. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Cook now, off play action. And he can't get away from the pressure. Cook goes down. Chandler Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Looking to throw. Cook buying time to his left. He's going to run, but the ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. So following the fumble, this offense will get another shot at it as they quickly head back onto the field. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. To throw is Cook. Throwing to start the drive. Cameron Wake in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's go.
Now Cook looking to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Flush to his right. Hard throw, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here. Back to throw. Cook eluding the pressure right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Well, we looked at each other in surprise, going for it on fourth down of the fourth quarter with a lead. But, hey, you get it as a coach. You look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the guts to go ahead and go for it, and it paid off.
Cook on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Bryant. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. That goes for a gain of 31. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to throw. Cook. And the pressure gets to him again. Terrell Basham in there to drop him, and that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Akeem Ayers in there again as this offensive line is in tatters. 3 sacks in 3 plays.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Dancing to his left. And no, it's incomplete. Marvin Lewis tries for it, but comes up empty. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. And out now, here come the Bengals. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
Yeah, that, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Here's Cook. Throwing again. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these
Yeah,
situations.
they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. On first down, it's Gurley. Room to run inside the 40. 30. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The final score now from that game at Lambeau.
Yeah, nice catch. Nice catch. Touchdown. Nice catch, offense. Good job, offense.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're...
So following the fumble, this offense will get another shot at it as they quickly head back onto the field. Gurley. Good move by Gurley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Let's go! Green, 39!
Mahomes now on first down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Mahomes now on first down. Going deep here for Bryant. And got his man complete. Past the 20. And he'll be taken down deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 64 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And his back kind of seized up on him. He was having trouble with his spasms, but the last few days, he said he's felt normal.
And that's a good thing because trying to play through back spasms is so difficult. It's hard to even walk, let alone run. So it's nice to see that things calm down for him, and he's going to be able to give it a go.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Jordan Hicks leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down. Drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony. Anthony Hitchens. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. The Bengals getting set to go. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh. Quick strip, the ball's out, and the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Now back to throw. A quick hitter complete. It's Bryant. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Fresh set of downs here.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll drop the throw. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to roam now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Khalil Mack in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hurry up, here we go! 319! 319!
Back to throw here. And he's going to go down again. Jordan Hicks getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's full.